some disturbing news coming in from Goa, where in a horrific case, a young girl who was on a vacation in Goa was allegedly raped by the driver of a bus. The girl, a student from Mumbai, was part of a group of 14 people traveling in a tempo traveler around Goa. The group, including the survivor, had gone for a party. The survivor, however, felt uneasy and returned to the tempo. The driver of the tempo, then finding her alone, allegedly sexually assaulted her. Goa police has registered a case in the matter. The accused driver, a resident of Goa, has been arrested in the case. My colleague Shivani is joining me live right now to get us more details. Shivani, what exactly do we know about the incident that took place in Goa? Of course, what we come to know is that the traveler was on a vacation, but she was sexually molested. What was her condition right now?
Well, she seems to be very stable mentally and medically as well right now, because she has got enough support from the Goa police, from the women police, and also from the superintendent of police of North Goa. She said that police immediately cooperated and arrested the accused. Henceforth, she is satisfied with the kind of investigation that took place. But yes, of course, it is a very disturbing state wherein people most of the time they are traveling to Goa for New Year, for Christmas party, and then if such incidents will happen, then it will again create some kind of disturbance for the people those who are planning here to come in. But yes, of course, there was a group of 10 to 14 youth. Those had gone to celebrate Christmas in North Goa, and at that particular time they had booked this particular truck for their partying and for their movement to roam around the coastal state. Also, they said that the girl was feeling uneasy while partying, while roaming around with her friends, and that is why she came alone and sat in the particular truck bus. And after that, she was asked few questions by the truck driver, where she informed him that she is not feeling well, and that is why she is back, and her friends will be joining her soon in some time after completing their route of tour. And that is when she was molested. And not only that, after assaulting her as well, the truck driver threatened her that if she reveals the details to any of her friends or anybody else, then she will have to face some other rigid consequences. But yes, she kept quiet at that particular time. She demanded some help, but that could not really happen. But when her friends returned to the particular truck, then she informed all of them. She confronted them with the kind of incident that took place with her in past those hours, and then her friends immediately called the police. The women police station registered a case, and also the Panjim police registered an FIR immediately, and the truck driver was arrested. Immediately the statements of the truck driving company, the transport company's manager, was also recorded, assuring that no such incidents should happen, or there should be one caretaker along with the group of people traveling in such buses as well. And at the moment of time, the girl has clearly said to the police that she is fine now. She will be heading back to her home with that particular group of people. So the tour that they were extending till New Year has now got cut off because of this particular incident. But yes, clearly understanding the fact that it was police in action at that particular time, where now we are already seeing that when we talk about South Goa or North Goa, there are many tourists, not only from India, but across the country and outside as well. People are coming to Goa to celebrate the party nights in Goa.
That's exactly my next question to you, Shivani, because this is, of course, season time for Goa. Whether it's Christmas or it's New Year's, Goa is bound to witness a flock of tourists coming down to celebrate the festivities. What sort of parameters have been put in place to ensure women's safety by the Goa administration? Because this is not the first incident of a girl being molested or being sexually assaulted when she is out for a vacation to have a good time in Goa with friends or family.
Well, yes, of course, we have been witnessing this at every season peak time, especially at the end of the year. Such incidents gets repeated, assaulting girls, making their comments on them, and some similar kind of cases gets registered. But yes, of course, the police now says that they have increased the force, they have increased the forces and security at the places, at the beaches where most of the crowd emerges, and also at the places where there are less crowd, with regards to the border areas of the Goa beaches. Simultaneously, they also said that earlier also they were taking precautionary steps by increasing the security, but when such incidents has been reported, now the cops said that they are going to take the details from any such people those are booking and those are coming from other parts of the state, are coming from other parts of the country and booking such travel cars or maybe travel buses or trucks. The report will be taken by the Goa police to assure the security of people, assure the security of women, and in fact the pubs and the clubs, those are there in Goa, at the beaches where the open parties take place. At that particular places also a team of Goa police along with the women safety police will remain present, is what Goa police has assured at the moment of time. But we need to understand, like few days back we saw how a Korean citizen was molested in Mumbai in the Khar Bandra area, and then police immediately took a stand over that and security was beefed up. Then it raises a question that when we know already that it is a season party time for the tourists, for the foreigners in Goa, then why not to put security in the first place? Why to wait?
I will have to interject you, Shivani, over there, because I'm also joined on the phone line by Abha Singh, who is a senior lawyer. I appreciate you joining us here, ma'am. We were just discussing with my colleague that why has there not been any security cover put across Goa, because this is the season time, Christmas, New Year. Goa is witnessing a steady flock of tourists coming down to enjoy the festivities. But time and again we see that this is exactly the time when girls are taken advantage of by the locals over there, whether they are tourist guides or drivers. Do you think the Goa administration should specifically around this time, Christmas to New Year, should have a plan in place to ensure women's safety in the state of Goa?
Absolutely. Safety should be round the clock, full year, not only just for the season time. But what is shocking is that in spite of so many rapes happening, the governments have not got a roadmap how to control rape. That is my biggest issue, because every hour there are 2 rapes that are happening in this country, and yet we are sitting quiet. We talk of women empowerment from the top politicians to the down. Everybody talks of women safety, women empowerment, but I think that is only on paper. This gang rape of a young girl in Goa puts our heads to shame that we've been talking about it. In fact, Maharashtra went one step ahead and diverted the Nirbhaya Fund vehicles for VIP security. So this is the apathy of public and the politicians. No wonder such things keep happening. Now, I was hearing your anchor, and I think I'm very true. You're very right when you say that you should prevent it. After rape happens, then you go take action. Why are you failing to prevent rapes from happening? That is a big question. And yes, Goa at the moment has international tourists, so these things are covered worldwide, and people feel that India is not safe for women, and a lot of tourists refuse to come to India because they feel that they will be raped, they will be molested. I think it puts a very bad picture of the country.
Ma'am, you mentioned the Nirbhaya Fund. Shouldn't the Nirbhaya patrolling also take place in Goa, especially the areas which are hub, which witnesses a strong crowd of people? Do you think that these patrolling should take place in those places as well? Or is this going to be infringement of people's privacy?
No, these vehicles should be there for all these areas where there are a lot of parties happening, a lot of drugs, alcohol. Everybody knows is there. So all the more police needs to be vigilant. They should be there at every important point. There should be CCTV cameras. In fact, they should have a roadmap that these are the alleys, these are the places where crime can happen. And then if there are locals also, they take advantage of it. We've not forgotten the rape and murder of Scarlett, that 16-year-old girl on the beaches of Goa. And if now again these things are happening, it sends a very bad picture. And as I said, Nirbhaya Fund was given for women's safety, and vehicles are being used for politician security. It clearly shows the bad state of affairs.
Appreciate you joining us, Abha Singh, on this very important subject that we were discussing over here. This is the season time. This is the party time, like people in Goa address it to be, Christmas to New Year, which is witnessing several people from India and across the world flocking to Goa to enjoy the festivities. But it also becomes a responsibility of the state government to ensure the safety of the tourists, especially of women.